say hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
Welcome to our day.
Good boy.
Welcome to our day. Rock and roll.
That was the best. Before we full on goes in, she literally just sat here and asked for like the goal of our relationship, and I was like,
what
why?
What I think is like the most important part of it. So like trust, the fact that like best friends, like that aspect of it.
Yeah, and I kind of just pushed for the why.
You were instantly suspicious, which I knew you would be.
So then Soph said,
It's so hard to say though.
you just said it to me.
No.
Put that army down, Mum.
Sorry. But I think I might be trans. Like, I think I might be gender fluid, and like, that's really scary because you're not 100% sure. But obviously, I don't know who I am in myself. And it, like, this kind of thing can change a lot of things, and I'm obviously, like, really scared. Because I told Charlie, because she's my best friend, and she deserves to know. And I know that I don't want to lose Charlie, but at the same time, I get if, like, she didn't sign up for this kind of thing. I get if she wouldn't want to, like, be a part of it. Of me trying to sort of figure this out, because it's this whole, like, other thing that's really stressful, and, like, I don't even know, so I don't even know what else to say.
I mean, for me, like, I'm not the person who likes somebody for the gender they are. I like somebody for who they are on the inside, but I sway more to how a female looks, as opposed to preferring how a male looks. So obviously I've been asking Soph, like, well, first of all, making sure that she knows that if she was to go to a gender clinic and get referred or whatever, and she did start taking hormones, that it would ruin potentially or lower the risk, lower the chances of her being able to carry a child, which is something she's always wanted.
Yeah, which is something I still want, which is why, like, I don't want to do anything like that until after I've had it, like, after I've carried, if hopefully I can carry. But,
and then, yeah, the next thing was, like, obviously talking about binders and things like that, and obviously there are risks of binders. Like, what we were going to be doing is kind of like breastfeeding-y sort of thing, but like pumping, but so to allow the other person to be able to feed as well. But obviously if she was to wear a binder, it could, like,
it can damage all the breast tissue.
yeah, it could ruin that side or damage and prevent and whatever else. Obviously I just wanted to make sure she was aware of that. But the thing that I also brought up was, is it that she, like, feels different as in hormones, or is it that she just doesn't like who she is in the body she has? So, like, if she was to have lost weight,
which I would need to do anyway before I'd be allowed any treatment.
yeah.
Anything.
But yeah, if she was to lose weight, could it then be that
Careful.
she then ends up liking the body that she's in, whereas at the moment she doesn't because of the weight? So it's then the toss-up of, is it that she doesn't like the skin that she's in because of the size and what it's doing hormonally and medically and things like that, or is it the feelings of obviously not 100% being dead straight female? Shit, that hurt my elbow.
You shouldn't have done that, babe.
Which
is like, it's possible because obviously being the shape I am, I'm really like round and squishy, which I don't like. When I look at people's like examples of people's bodies who like, I feel like I want their sort of body shape. They have a more masculine sort of shape with like a smaller chest and like more sort of like rectangular shape rather than like looking like me.
yeah, so it could be body dysmorphia because of the size, or it could be other things. But obviously we just mentioned that there's no point in diving straight into things, and that I think the first step,
And I agree,
we need to kind of work on is the weight aspect, because not only will it help physically, but it will help mentally.
yeah.
But the reason why we are vlogging it is to kind of obviously put it out there, so it's not sitting in our head or just sitting under the house.
Because these are the types of things that people often don't talk about. Like, you kind of just like, when you hear about trans people, quite a lot of the time it's a case of, oh, they're trans and like they're out as trans now, but like people don't think about how
The whole period up before it.
Yeah, like I feel like for the past like several years I've been really confused about a lot of stuff within myself, and like,
Which is then obviously then why she came out as gender fluid and things like that, like a few months ago.
pansexual, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little while ago and whatever.
But it's like,
There's more to it than just that.
yeah, but then is that like I don't know, but like just sitting you're gonna laugh, sitting on the toilet all the time researching stuff on my phone isn't helping me.
No.
So it's just like my heart has been pounding all the time. I've not been feeling like I've been sleeping very well because I've been so stressed about it. So I wanted to say something to Charlie.
So yeah, obviously, first of all, if you're going through this, talking is better than sitting on the toilet.
Believe it or not, this does feel better than what it was.
She's still letting something
terrified.
out, but it's tears instead of poo.
Too much information.
But also we're kind of putting it out there kind of to see if there's other people out there that are feeling the same thing, that might be able to offer support to Soph, to know like if they have been through this, if they are a bigger person and they've had this feeling, and what it was like for them if they did lose weight or if they did transition. Because obviously the thing is, losing weight it's good long term. Transitioning, or just becoming more kind of in the middle, or swaying the other way, but not being 100% the other sex, at the time it could feel that that's what is needed for the rest of their lives. But if 5-10 years down the line it's actually this, I think I've done the wrong thing. We've watched programs where people have regretted it and they are stuck. There is no reverse.
And it's not like I'm sat here saying I am a man. I'm not saying that, because I don't think that I am a man. I just don't know. I don't feel completely like a woman either.
Yeah.
Like whether that is just because like I don't feel attractive in my body, like Charlie said, maybe it could be that, and like maybe it's the fact that I don't know, like I don't take care of myself as much because I'm depressed and I just don't like myself, and maybe that's why I've been sort of like researching, trying to find a way to figure out what I'm feeling, but I don't actually know. So
yeah, if you know of somebody who's going through this, or if you could just share this video so we could try and find others who may be going through the same or similar kind of stuff, just it would really help so that... Why do we look so washed out?
I don't know, because it's so bright outside.
So we could try and figure out somebody who might be going through similar feelings or had gone through similar feelings. If they were a bigger person, how they then felt when they lost weight, like aside from obviously feeling good physically, like how did it help with like the body dysmorphia and stuff like that, because obviously I don't know, I've not been through it, I don't have these kind of feelings or emotions or whatever, so it's not easy to say it from a personal experience. I can say things that I've learned from watching programs and reading other people's experiences, but and like the bad side of binding and stuff like that, but because I'm not going through it in the emotional side of things, it's not easy for me to be able to advise or to know how she's supposed to feel. So if there's like any way you guys could help us try and find someone who might be able to help, obviously getting referred to see someone at the moment is pretty difficult because of the whole pandemic and shielding and all that crap, and like not a lot of referrals to hospitals and whatever is being done.
I don't know whether it'd be different because obviously waiting times for gender clinics are so long, so I don't know whether they would just put it through anyway or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and obviously if there's anybody who's been a partner of somebody who's going or gone through this, support for Charlie would be great, because obviously this is a big thing. I
mean, the chances of it splitting up is like rarer than the rarest disease, because you've stated that you don't want to be a full-on man, and it would be different if she had said she wanted to be a full-on man and remove things and whatever else, because like I said, I don't really, my thing is not men, but anything in between that and a full-on man, it's still who she, I know it's still who she is on the inside if she was a man, but obviously aesthetically it's not where my eyes go.
I know what you mean.
So yeah, it's like I said, I don't just like people for who they look like, I prefer people as well for what they're like on the inside. So in comparison it's a lot easier for me, but obviously we just need to work on losing weight,
Yeah.
which we're doing, but obviously just try and find others going through similar thoughts and how they felt on different levels of doing things. And obviously this is where our help from you guys comes into it, just to try and offer that support or find others that have gone through it or similar and might be able to know. So yeah, just obviously if you can, then forward it on to others and share this video and see if it can find somebody or people to share an insight really of how they feel, because that would really help.
Yeah. I haven't told anybody else, so like I've not discussed this with anybody, so
yeah, I did ask her if she wanted to vlog it. I didn't
Yeah.
just whack out the
No.
camera, because obviously we know that some family members do watch our vlogs.
Yeah.
If you are a family member and you've just seen this, please don't start ringing and messaging and bombarding us, because that's not what we need right now. We just need
to try and figure things out.
and having family input of being like, really, or whatever.
Yeah, because obviously, because obviously, although like my family's generally pretty like open to things, it is different when it's your daughter or your sister
Yeah.
or your granddaughter. But I don't think Nanny is planning on watching our videos.
No. So yeah, just hold back from the messaging and whatever else, because it's just a case of working through things and finding others who can potentially share their journey with us or their thoughts and how doing certain things might have helped them understand a little bit and be able to work through all the different emotions. So like all our social medias are in the description box, like they are for all of our vlogs. So yeah, if you could just kind of like share this video and try and find people to help wade through the emotions of how people feel going through this.
And if you do decide to message us on like Instagram, please can you put that you're coming from the vlog, because we get some really weird messages from people, like really weird ones, like to the extent that it starts off and like you just don't even read it all. And obviously we don't want it to be like that with you guys, so
No. So yeah, if you just stay at the beginning that this is where you've come from, that would
help.
also be really helpful.
Yeah.
This video probably is going to come out a few days after this, like actual day, but yeah, it still means the same. So yeah, just share far and wide and see if we can get some help and understanding,
Yes.
because that would be helpful.
Yes.
So thanks for coming on, Davis. We'll see you tomorrow.
Night, everyone.
Good night.